What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Take 5 Sports, and today we are on the road to WrestleMania, one of the last, I think, actually maybe...
maybe the first stop.
Yeah, the first stop, Royal Rumble, and it just finished, and we're going to give, our quick thoughts, but not just our quick thoughts on Rumble, kind of, set the tone. We're in January, like what we're basically expecting for the rest of this year, and for the year to come with WWE. There's a lot of changes. Some people are retiring, some people on a crazy heater. Let's get into it. So recapping the Rumble itself, just like a quick run through of some of the matches, some of the main ones obviously. So we had Gunther retiring, AJ Styles.
Yeah, Sammy losing. You had Liv Morgan winning, and then you had Roman Reigns winning.
Yeah.
The men's Rumble, which is only four matches. But I thought the AJ Gunther match was pretty good.
I think it's pretty obvious what was gonna happen. Obviously, you kind of back yourself in a corner when you're gonna have this legend killer gimmick for Gunther. You have no choice. He had to retire. But I don't think there was anyone looking at it like, oh yeah, AJ's gonna win. Because if he wins, what the hell is the point of even doing any of that? I will say this though. I think at the end there was a scene where AJ kind of picks his gloves back up.
Yeah.
If he's not retiring from wrestling, that's fine. But in all honesty, man, if he comes back to WWE, then what the hell was the point of that match?
It might be the stupidest booking decision of the year if AJ somehow came back. Yeah. But I think that's just him. Hopefully, that's just him saying, I'm done with WWE, but I'm going to go either wrestle in New Japan, TNA, or AEW, and then finish out the year. Because he said he wants to retire in 2026, but maybe he just goes there. Because if he comes back, bro, this company's off the rockers, man. This company's really off the rockers, bro.
Yeah, the other thing I'll say is, I guess, jumping into it was Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. Again, same thing. They just be doing my boy Sammy dirty every time. He ain't gonna win that.
I saw a thing. Drew has a record of now updated 12-0 against Sammy in matches.
Yeah, bro. They ain't letting Sammy win nothing, bro. They be edging the crowd. They be making it seem like my boy's gonna get to chant his little theme song at the end, but they ain't ever blessed him, bro. My Montreal homeboy, he ain't never winning.
I think Sammy's done now, man. I think after this might, bro, because even his Saudi audience wasn't feeling him in this match, and I was like, he loses now because they can't keep doing the whole underdog thing where they tease it for 4 weeks, they give him a match, and then he loses it. You can't keep running this back.
Just let the man be, man. Just stop getting me hyped up for no reason. Just once in life, I want to hear his theme song when he's actually lifting the belt.
I think the biggest highlights for this was I actually really enjoyed the Women's Rumble. I think the Women's Rumble was really good. Soruka, the MVP.
Insane.
She up
Her
next.
Finisher.
So the Soul Snatcher, she's up next for real. I think they got the winner right with Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Because Liv Morgan was always in the top 3, top 4 in the last few years, and she never finished it. So I'd rather prefer either Liv Morgan or they give it to an NXT talent. Sami Zayn was Drew. It's whatever, man. Sami was not winning this match.
Yeah,
okay,
it's very obvious.
And even if he did, it'd be like, okay, why are you gonna give it to Drew to knock it off him a month month later? So, but I think my biggest issue was just how they backed themselves in a corner with the men's Royal Rumble. It wasn't even just okay, Roman won. Okay, I was like, okay, he won. But my big thing was they eliminated Braun off rip.
Oh my god, what was that, bro? Why didn't you just let Obi have a moment? Just let them face it. That was a pretty big,
sick.
It would have been sick moment, but instead my boy getting jumped by again random masked hoodie individual, because they love doing their hoodies.
Bro,
that
one gimmick, Triple H got one thing in his bag, bro.
This hoodie fucking
Triple H got that one masked vigilante gimmick in his bag.
He's like, who's it gonna be this time? He's like, who's that Pokemon? Every time,
and
bro. It's like,
people are saying it's
man.
Seth. People are saying it could also be Austin Theory running a double agent gimmick.
Man.
Besides that, I feel like the beginning to the end, a lot of people say, oh, it was a fun moment, whatever. No, bro, why are we not pushing for maybe Braun goes on to win Elimination Chamber, but why are we not pushing Braun to the moon right now? Why is this guy not somebody even said it doesn't even feel like he's the leader of the Vision anymore, because
I didn't even know what it was. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been away for a little bit, so my boys filmed me in yesterday, and I was like, yo, so who's actually running it? Turns out it's him.
It should be Braun, and he gets eliminated. He was my pick to win this thing. I'm like, okay, this is Braun's moment. They're not gonna have him win the title here. They want him to have a title win at Mania. It's gonna be clutch. Guy gets eliminated in 2 seconds. I was like,
they didn't even let him touch the ring, bro.
God,
let him last the ring, but my boy barely even lasted.
And the whole Rumble just kind of felt weird. They had I know WWE is doing a collaboration with the like the AAA promotion, but they had so many luchadors in this.
And it's like, there's no disrespect to them. Obviously, like, what makes a match entertaining, but the thing is, like,
I know they're not winning.
You know they're not winning.
That's the thing. I know we're here to we're here to show off the different talents. Which is fun. But when Rey Fenix came out, the crowd went silent, bro. No one was cheering. Yeah, no one really cared. It seems like they didn't even really care about Mr. Iguana or any of the any of these guys. Like, he's over as hell.
You didn't think Mr. Iguana was gonna win this
bro,
one?
Like, he's over as hell, and he's like a comedic gimmick. They weren't laughing, bro.
But you're telling me you didn't think Mr. Iguana was not gonna take Roman and Brock and everything? That was my pick.
That was my pick to win.
This is my boy, Mr. Iguana. But like, yeah, the thing is, it's just too many because you know that they're not gonna win. So I'd rather at least have a bit of suspense with some of the other.
Exactly. I thought Braun was gonna be the Iron Man of this match. He comes in at number 1 and number 2. He outlasts everybody. They build him up, and he knocks out people. We're blessed. And then just a lot of weird booking decisions, like LA Knight being eliminated. Like he should have been in the final 4 or final 5 at least. You have LA Knight being eliminated. Brock Lesnar getting eliminated during Jey Uso's entrance.
What was Jey Uso doing? Bro, Jey had like 14 entrances.
Bro, he had.
I hate
this gimmick, bro.
Like, mid-fight, and my boy's out here 18 reruns of the entrance, bro.
Get this dude off my... Bro, he was doing it for so long. The other guy started making his entrance, and I was like, fam, time and place, bro. And it's like, I don't know if it was a botch. Some people were saying the Brock Lesnar elimination was a mistake. Like, he wasn't supposed to get eliminated right there. But somehow Cody and Elliott might have messed up. But then, if it's actually true and they eliminated Brock, it's like, when Brock gets eliminated, that's a big thing, bro. That's a big thing. Like, when you eliminate Brock, like, again, that's a star-building moment.
It's almost like setting up a next storyline.
And they're wasting it. So, this whole thing just ended up... And I think one of the dumbest moments, too, was Gunther at 30.
That makes
I was going to say...
Why are you in the match?
Bro, I didn't even know he could be in the match.
He came up because I was waiting at 30. I'm like, I wonder who it's gonna be. I thought maybe like, Seth's gonna return.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
I'm like, fam, what is this man doing? Like, first of all, I didn't even know he could do that. I didn't know he could have a match before. And there's no point of him being there. Because right now, you already have a story for him, which is go and retire people.
Because,
he's not going to get the belt, so why are we putting him there?
Now you play him, because now, I don't know what else they can... Like, I guess he could go on this retiring people, but he's going to run out of names eventually, bro.
Well, yeah.
And so it's either that, or you push him to win a title, but if he doesn't win this, why even put him in the match to begin with?
Yeah.
So you should have someone either returning, have a set someone, or just don't have him at 30 at all. So anyways, Roman goes on to win this, which is whatever, fine, I get. But now, honest, I don't know who they're going to go with.
But here's my thing, though. All the people that were left, I'm so happy my boy Roman's
it had to be
One's
Roman.
Up in the air, baby. If Gunther won, bro, I would have snapped. That would have been the shittiest.
But they played him. Like, why even bring him out at 30?
Care. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he shouldn't have been there to begin with. But, like, I hate the fact that he was there. So, honestly, like, regardless of what happened with him, I would have been upset. But if he went on to win, that would have just pissed me off more. But I'm happy that whatever, Roman's back. But I guess now we can get into, like, what we think they should do with the rest of the year. Because it kind of doesn't make sense at the same time.
Now this is like, we have multiple directions of where we can go. You could either do Roman and Punk, you could do Roman and Drew, which is also kind of interesting. But then for some reason we still have Drew McIntyre eliminating Cody Rhodes. But I thought their feud was done when they did this 3 Stages of Hell match and then Drew won. But it looks like they're teasing this triple threat of Drew, Jacob, and Cody, and then you're gonna have maybe Roman and Punk on the side. But then it's like, it's just weird, bro. It's just weird because now, does Roman go on to win the title and then maybe he holds it for a year to face Rock next year in Saudi? Because apparently Saudi's pushing for Rock to come back next year. So maybe I'm low-key thinking that's what they're about to do.
They're about to finish that story, bro.
They're about to do that. But I think now where we go from here too, because I don't know if you've seen all the drama that the WWE Unreal has been making lately because of they've just been exposing themselves, like they don't know what to do booking wise. Like they even said verbatim in the documentary, like, oh, we'll give Chelsea the United States Championship, and they're like, okay, what do we do after? And they're literally like, I don't know. they literally just said, I don't know what we do after. Just like, you're right. And apparently ever since she's won the belt, that belt has never been defended on a pay-per-view. The belt has never been defended on a pay-per-view till this day.
Insane.
So I don't know what they're doing, but where I kind of want them to go from here is, I feel like, I don't care what's got to happen. I feel like the Braun CM Punk storyline should be right there, and I feel like Elimination Chamber, you need to find a way to get Braun into this main event. You need to find a way to get Braun into the main event at WrestleMania, have him win Elimination Chamber. We need to start, my whole thing right now is we need to start building up younger stars, because even Roman said himself the other day, Bro left for like a year or two, and they still haven't built up any new stars at all. They still haven't built up that guy, which Braun could literally be, or Oba, or Trick Williams, or any of these guys, or even give LA Knight his shine. So I think going into WrestleMania, like the next pay-per-view will probably be Elimination Chamber, if I'm sure. Then you have, I don't know who they're building up with the match. I think they're hinting at Finn and CM Punk for that match, which, yo, low-key, I wouldn't have even minded if Finn won that Royal Rumble. I was so goddamn excited. But they're teasing at a Finn, like what they've been teasing at lately is a Finn heel turn against the Judgment Day, and he's been super over because he had a match with CM Punk for that title and it was really good, but he lost it, and then he like went crazy on CM Punk. So they could go a lot of ways with this, but I think honestly you just start the Braun Breaker push now. I think you start the Braun Breaker push now. You have him win Elimination Chamber. You have CM Punk defend his title against Finn Balor. It's gonna suck because Finn Balor is gonna lose, but you have him win that. You have him win Elimination Chamber. Then you start building up that storyline of Braun versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. You could bring Paul Heyman in there. You could bring other things, but again, I'm not gonna tell you how to build up the story. I'm just telling you what the destination should be. And then you have Roman go after Drew. I think again, Drew said himself, he's never been able to beat Roman properly without the bloodline. I think a storyline's already there. I think that storyline will sell like matches, of course, or sell pay-per-views, of course. I feel like, again, you have Drew, Roman. You could even throw it to a triple threat. Maybe you get Cody in the mix somehow, because again, he's still feuding. I was thinking even do a fatal four-way, bro. You have Roman, Jacob, Cody, Drew, and then, bro, this is my craziest hot take. You have Jacob winning this match. Crazy. It's so out of nowhere, but then you don't have Roman or Drew take the pin.
That's true.
To make them look weak. You don't have Roman take the pin to make him look weak. And then you have him pin Cody, because I feel like Cody wouldn't mind putting him over. So you have Cody taking the pin, and then you catapult Jacob into a stratosphere of like main event scene. But I don't know if they're gonna do that. That was just me fantasy booking in my head, because you could either have I don't know if Roman wants to win it again, because he just had that shit for 4 years. So like,
the thing is, like, to your point earlier, I don't think we need to keep seeing the same people win these belts. Exactly. I understand that they're at the stratosphere, but I think it's time that like you start letting other people hold it. So to your point, like you don't need to have Roman per se losing the match, like being the one that gets pinned. If you want to keep like, his whole like the aura there amongst the bloodline, like the tribal chief kind of idea. And again, like you don't need him to have the belt to do the whole Rock situation. That can happen on its own.
Exactly.
Like, you don't need a belt for that storyline. So in all honesty, I wouldn't be that mad. Like you're right. Like if Jacob ends up going on and winning that match, why is that so bad? Like, do I want
exactly?
Like, why does Cody need the belt again? He definitely does. I never want to see that man touch the belt again.
Exactly.
There's no need for it. You had your moment. Your story's done. Move on, right? Like, they can have their feuds amongst each other because they have like their own rivalries that they've been building up that don't necessarily need a belt for the sake of it. Like they had their own beefs that they were settling without a belt. So like, why do you need it? You could have like your Drew versus Cody. You don't need like a championship attached to it.
Exactly.
So if Jacob wins, it's not bad. And then at least you give, like, let Jacob start versing all these other new guys.
Bro, because
like, all these other people
Jacob and Cody's, like, I don't know what it is, but when Cody has the title, they just book him like ass. But then when he doesn't have the title, they start giving him these fire feuds, and you're like, yo, what the heck? I don't know. So people are saying he's better as a chaser than like an actual holding champion. He's better chasing the title than actual. So then even when they go to Backlash after WrestleMania, you can even run that back. You could run that back like a triple threat without Roman, because Roman will probably take some time off. So you could run that Drew, Jacob, and then Cody, and then have him pin Drew or something like that, and have him retain. And then I feel like after that, like you establish Braun wins at WrestleMania. He wins that title. You have Jacob over here. You have two big heels, future of the company, holding the major titles. And I feel like, again, you're establishing who's up next going forward. And then like after that, bro, I think the Money in the Bank is after SummerSlam. So SummerSlam would be like their big event. So then you could build this up as something again too. You could either run out a one-on-one with Jacob, or Jacob and Cody at it. And I think with Braun, you could do a rematch with him and not CM Punk, him and Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins, he's going to be out until God knows when. He could come back. He could be the guy, he could be in the match vigilante for all we know. But you could run that back. You already have the storyline in place for what he did at Royal Rumble. You could say that was me the whole time. You could run that back. And then with Jacob, you can either run Jacob, Roman Reigns, SummerSlam, if you needed to do that. The storyline's already there. Or Jacob, Drew. Or you could even introduce someone else. Jacob, Obafemi. Push
Yeah.
Obafemi.
My thing is, like, I don't know if I want to keep seeing them, like, rerun these feuds with the same, like, 5 people. I rather see, like, what you just said.
Like Jacob
Oba, like, start ushering in the new generation.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, as much as, like, I understand that Roman, all of them still have a place. And I'm a huge Roman fan.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite right now. But if I'm being honest, if you want to see the company progress somewhere, you can't keep wasting the primes of all these guys. Like, you can't just keep wasting the prime of Braun Breaker. You can't build him up to basically be like, what? He was meant to kind of be like the next Brock, this, that, and then you have him getting jumped outside the Royal Rumble, not even getting it. Like, what's the point of wasting all their primes? Like, even with Finn, like, you gave him so many good matches, but then you have him lose. You had the whole demon gimmick. Or, like, the whole demon gimmick that you had him
they had him lose all these demon matches.
So it's like, why even give him that? Like, why are we, like, hyping it up?
And this is what I'm saying,
and then just
too, like,
abandoning, like, the hype we create.
I wouldn't even
every time.
I wouldn't even mind like a Finn beating CM Punk for the title. Literally,
yeah,
I wouldn't
not?
mind him surprise beating CM Punk, and everyone's like, okay, what's gonna happen next? Because we thought it was gonna be Braun CM Punk, and then now Finn has the title. I wouldn't mind something like that. Then going forward, you build up those. But then if we go into SummerSlam and say Jacob has the title and then Braun has the title, I think you could run it with Oba. You could low-key just insert LA Knight into Jacob versus LA Knight, or Jacob versus Braun or something like that, because again, LA Knight needs to get over, and this is what I mean. I feel like you have him lose a SummerSlam, right? But see the vision. Money in the Bank. You have LA win Money in the Bank, like actually win Money in the Bank, because Money in the Bank, we have to use that to build up our next star. Whoever wins that is gonna be so you could do a match
the
with
thing with LA, I think his time's done, bro. I think he had his opportunity. I'm not gonna lie to you, no, as sad as it is to say, here's the thing. I think the moment for LA Knight has passed.
Which is
and
is true.
For me, and I'll be honest here,
Yeah.
like, this might be a hot take. For me, the feud that killed LA Knight's hype for me was when he feuded with The Miz.
With Miz?
Because I genuinely think Miz exposed him in that feud.
He's still over, though. He's still crazy over.
I know he's still over, but I think it's like when Miz was saying, like, dude, you're just like, what was it, like a punchline type of thing?
Yeah, like
where he's like, yo, the fans will cheer for whatever. It almost like killed his character. It honestly did kill his character for me. Like, I was like, damn, that's kind of true. And then ever since then, like, again, you said, like, the bookings, you just had him losing. You didn't have him win anything. You didn't give him a run. And now it's like, we're really going to start pushing him now, and all these new guys are here.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
It's like, as sad as it is to say, you kind of just dropped the ball on it. Same way how you dropped the ball with Austin Theory back in the day when you tried to give him a stupid social media gimmick.
They're still currently dropping the ball with Austin Theory.
But I'm happy they're at least trying it again, because I loved Austin Theory. I thought he was good at wrestling and everything. Like, he has sick matches and stuff. But you just ruined his character. I think you kind of did the same thing with LA Knight, so I wouldn't be mad if, like, someone else got
people might say, because of this fantasy booking, like, oh, why are you throwing these young guys into, like, a main event stratosphere already, or why are you catapulting them so high? People forget that, they did that with Roman, Seth, and Dean when they first came on the scene.
Yeah.
They just launched them into that.
And that's not the first people we've seen them do that.
Exactly.
Randy was young as hell.
They did Sheamus when Sheamus first debuted. He won the Royal Rumble, fam. Like, when he didn't debut at the Royal Rumble, but in his first year, he had one of the craziest rookie years of all time.
Daniel Bryan had a pretty big run because he started with Nexus, and then he came in with the Wyatt family, and then he catapulted on his own as a solo.
Exactly.
So it's like, it's not like we've never seen people do it. And what's so bad about that? Like, why are we so caught up on, like, these, like, again, no disrespect. Like, obviously, I love all these guys, but, like, bro, like, why are we so caught up on, like, a 45-year-old CM Punk having to be the champion right now?
Like, he could have his run. Like, that's what I'm saying. But I think CM Punk's in a position, too, where he won't say no to putting over younger talent. We've seen him do it before. Yeah. So I feel like, again, going forward now, too, if people say, like, we have to remind the Roman fans, too, as well. Like, Roman was fed to us for, like, 10 straight years before he got after the big dog gimmick into the Bloodline Tribal Chief gimmick. And that's when his career really turned, and he became the Roman we know now, the main eventer. So again, you have to keep trying with these guys. You can't just give up on them after one failed attempt, and that's what they've been doing with some of the younger guys like Finn. Like, again, as soon as Finn got injured, as soon as he had the first title run, they just gave up on him. They gave up on Grayson Waller, Austin Theory when things aren't working. Like, we need to see these guys over and over and be like, okay, he's a star. So again, going into Money in the Bank, bro, I think it should just be young guys. I think the match should just be like, you got Oba, you have Trick,
100%.
you could even do, if Carmelo Hayes doesn't have the belt, you could do Carmelo in this match. I was thinking, Loki, Finn Balor wins the Money in the Bank, bro. Finn Balor finally gets his chance. Maybe we do the face turn sometime during the year, or he's still a heel. But I think you give at least one of these guys. I don't think it should be the same 4 people we see with this damn briefcase every year. I don't think it should be Seth. It shouldn't be Roman. It shouldn't be Cody. It shouldn't be any of these, or Drew. Any of these guys. I want someone new that I could be like, okay, I see him being a future title holder. Like, again, you give it to Obafemi. I think Trick Williams would benefit the most, Loki, from having the Money in the Bank, because, you know, he already has that main event look. He already has that main event feel. You just have to treat these guys like main event stars. Yeah. If you treat them like bums, they're not going to get anywhere. Yeah. At least some of these guys should be pushed. And I feel like Javon Evans will get there, but I feel like right now he's made for the mid card. I feel like he's made for the IC title, the US title, and then he can move up slowly, like how Kofi Kingston worked his way up, even though he worked his ass off. Yeah. But again, like Obafemi, these guys, you need to treat them like actual stars, bro. Yeah. And then even with going back to WrestleMania 2, I feel like, because at a point you're going to be like, we haven't mentioned Gunther at all, because what the hell are they really doing with Gunther? I think you got to it's either, if it's not the title, you got to give him Brock Lesnar. He has to retire Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, that's fine. And it's like, listen, the thing is, you backed yourself in a corner with him, where it's like you can't have him lose anytime soon, but you also can't have him versing all these randoms, because it doesn't make sense to his character. Yeah. So it's like your only option is to give him, like, start retiring all these older guys, and it's like, fine, whatever, he's gonna be the catalyst to do that, and then I guess eventually someone's gonna go and retire him. Like, that's basically what you did for his story. Like, that's all he has to go. And
if he's not in that title scene, then he's got to be retiring people.
But it doesn't make sense to even give it to, because the thing is, like, you can't have the guys retiring people have a title and then eventually go on to lose it. You know, unless
but
when
it's like
whoever beats he's getting retired.
It's like whoever beats him will get that rub from him.
Yeah, but then it's like, is he gonna go on beating like all the younger guys as well? Like, are we gonna like have him like take on the younger careers?
But they kind of wasted the Gunther rub too, because when Gunther was the IC champion, he was the IC champion for like 2 years, I think, and then instead of having Chad Gable beat him, they had Sami Zayn beat him, which made Chad Gable was the most over.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I forgot, but you're right, bro. What the hell was the point? The whole Alpha Academy thing was at the prime hype, bro. You don't understand how crazy it is?
Chad Gable
the fact
was
that Chad Gable was so over with the fan base.
He was putting Kurt Angle bangers.
There was a moment where I thought it was a random Monday night. I'm like, holy hell, this man's about to win. You had the crowd going ballistic. Couldn't wait, but you're like, nah, I like going through it. And then you just said, all right, we're done with both of them for the longest time.
He's going to train Sammy, and then Sammy somehow goes. And then you make Sammy look bad in this situation, which is all the fans hate Sammy now, because he's always winning these matches he's not supposed to be winning. And then he beat the streak, and then he became the IC title, gave a rematch to Chad Gable, and then beat Chad Gable too. Yeah. And then after that, I don't care. Like, yeah, he's been doing good work as El Grande Americano or whatever. But after that, you guys killed all the momentum. That, again, these are main eventers.
Like, why do you build up someone to be a main eventer and then make them lose? Like, you literally go all the way, and then you know the fans want it. It's never like people are bro, the whole match people are cheering for Chad Gable. It was actually over. Same thing with Sammy back in the day too. Like, you brought him up all the way, hyped him up to the highest of degrees. Was like, oh my god, he's primed to win, and then you have him lose every fucking time. It's like, what do you want us to do? Like, how are we supposed to get excited for that
Sammy
match?
Was red hot at that when he versed Roman in Montreal. He was red hot, but what played him is that you knew he wasn't gonna win because what would happen to Cody?
It made no sense. It's like, you know, these guys. Like, and it's the same thing, right, with the AJ match. It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, you know he's not gonna lose. Like, you know he's not gonna win.
What's the whole point of Gunther?
Exactly. So it's like, when you do these matches where you genuinely already know there is no possibility of the other person winning, like, why? Like, it's not entertaining to watch.
Exactly. But then again, if you treated Chad Gable the right way, we could have got matches like Chad Braun Breaker. We could have did Chad Roman Reigns. We could have did like main event matches again with a new star. You could have gave him the Kurt Angle treatment. He has he wrestles just like Kurt Angle, bro.
He has the same thing going on for him, bro.
And I'm like, this guy's doing moonsaults. This guy's putting on straight bangers. Now he's doing. I just saw him pull up on Monday Night Raw to El Grande Americano. Like, the fact that man isn't in the main event scene, you can honestly, if they wanted to push him, they could honestly give him the Money in the Bank too, because the Money in the Bank is used for younger stars, and I'm so tired of seeing this shit get wasted, bro.
It's the same three people cycling these belts, man.
That's what I was saying about the Rumble too. I said, if it's the same 4 goddamn people, if it's Cody Rhodes, Seth, Roman, and Drew, I'm like, bro, it's the same 4 people just rotating these winners every year.
I think this time was like Logan, Roman.
Why is Logan in the final 4, bro? I get, I was watching Santi's video, and he's just like, to be fair, they probably really truly see something in Logan Paul to have him in the final four.
Bro.
He is good. No, he's good.
Amazing,
but it's like
he's not gonna win. It's another situation where he's not gonna win.
But then it's like if he starts winning titles and Oba and Trick and all these guys don't,
then it's a problem. Yeah, so you gotta figure out what you want.
We're backing ourselves into a corner again. I think one day he should win the title eventually, but I don't think it should be a super long run. I think he's doing enough to earn, like, be a main eventer and do things like that. But Final Four, like, that's insane,
want any more
bro.
Long runs though.
Straight up, I was just about to say that too.
I do not want a long run.
I was just about to say that too. I feel like what they did with Cody was good because they got the belt off him and they gave it to Drew. But I think Drew, again, we should go back to these like 5 to 7 month reigns where it can change at any point. Like it can change at any point. It can change on a Monday Night Raw. It can change at a pay-per-view. I think I read a stat like back in like the Ruthless Aggression era. In like 1 year there was like 20 to 25 title changes, and then last year there was like 5 or something like that.
Because that's what makes you want to tune in. Like, I want to tune in on Monday Night Raw knowing that someone can lose, not tune in knowing guaranteed 1,000 billion % there's gonna be interference and the match is not gonna end. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like, what's the point of that? Like, give me more title changes like frequently. Like, it's like you said, it's a prime example like Roman and Sammy. You know Sammy's not gonna win that. I know I have to wait 8 more months to see him lose at Mania. What's the point? Why am I gonna watch it?
I'm getting tired of them teasing these like storylines and then never doing it. Like Randy Orton and Cody. Why did this never happen? Why did we never get a Randy heel turn? You had the legacy storyline right there. We had literally 8 months of Randy looking at the title and doing nothing with it, bro? Like, is Randy stupid? And then I totally forgot. We forgot to mention even the women. I feel like what they're doing with the women right now is pretty good. I actually don't have any complaints. Like, Liv Morgan should be the winner going on. I don't think they should put back Tiffany Stratton yet, or like Charlotte Flair. I think, again, Liv Morgan should win the title. I feel like what they're doing over there is pretty solid. Like, don't have any complaints too much yet over there. Again, they did a great job with Lash Legend, with Sol Ruka. Like, that Women's Rumble was fire. I don't know what's going on with the difference in the booking in the women right now versus this, because it's actually insane.
No, because they did perfectly. They set up the right rivalries. Like, having Liv win, like you said, makes sense. Like,
exactly.
It's the right people are at the top over there. And it's like, you're not doing this thing where you have like all these like retirement home people at the top.
Exactly.
Like, you're having the young talent that is in their prime at the top, which is what you need to do.
Bro, they brought back...
Just do that.
with the men. They brought back the Bella Twins. Bella Twins will go right into the tag division. That's going to be interesting to see. They built up Sol Ruka and Lash Legend, made them look crazy. Amazing. Then you had Liv Morgan win. You could do a feud with her and like the rest of the Judgment Day, because she betrayed the Judgment Day. You could go so many ways. With the men, it's just like the I don't know what it is. It's like the younger talent just can't get over for some reason, or just can't get into these matches, because I'm seeing every year the same goddamn people main event these storylines, bro.
Bro, I think you're just gonna need Gunther to get in there and start retiring some more people, bro. Because I wasn't even mad that AJ got retired. Cause I'm like, you know what, bro? I was like, you know what? That's one less man hogging up these like gatekeeping the bit. If this means that one more person can step up, I'm happy. Low key, start retiring the rest of them too.
And then another thing is we gotta let these mans cook, bro. We gotta they gave AJ and Shinsuke 20 minutes. They let them cook, and we got a banger out of it. We can't be giving these mans like 10-minute matches and not to let them do what they need to do. We need them, like, if you give me like a Braun Breaker and you give me like for example, like say Braun Breaker versus CM Punk, give them like 20 minutes, let them cook, let them put on a banger, and then have Braun Breaker go over clean. I don't want to see no shenanigans either. No bullshit, bro. And just have him win straight up. Like start establishing the future that he's the leader of the division. He's wearing the title, and then you can have him feud with Seth later. Have him beat Seth and just go forward like this. Like, it's, bro, I'm telling you, a child could book this better. I don't know where they're gonna go from here. I don't know what's happening tonight. I don't know who Roman's gonna end up picking. If he picks Drew or Punk, I guess you could say, like, again, that if that theory is right, where Roman's gonna win the title just to hold it for Saudi next year for Rock and Roman, I'll actually shoot myself in the head, because that doesn't need to be a thing, bro.
It does not.
Like, I don't mind seeing the match.
The Rock's gonna win it.
Bro, The Rock got his people's title. He got that Mickey Mouse title.
This is gonna go, bro. The Rock would end up winning the belt. Bro,
because I saw a report saying Saudi's heavily pushing for The Rock to come back. They're offering him the biggest bag.
Yeah, and they might have him win. And what are we doing then, huh? What are we doing then?
Bro, this guy can't go,
we're gonna have Gunther retire The Rock? What are we gonna do then?
I'm really scared for next year's Saudi, because knowing with the Saudi money, Like they've managed in the past at Crown Jewel and stuff like that to bring Shawn Michaels out of retirement. So they just might start bringing back these old heads for next year, and the booking might just get messed up, and like it just might be nasty for next year with the Royal Rumble and everything like that. It might be interesting to see, but again, we're just hindering the younger guys, and we're taking away. This is what CM Punk complained about 10 years ago when he wasn't getting his shot. We need to stop doing this again. We need to push these guys to the absolute moon. And like that's just like I don't have a fully fleshed out plan of what I do, but that's just off the dome where they need to go with this. Like we need to establish Ron Breakker as like the top dog on Monday Night Raw, and then establish like either someone like you have Jacob with the title or Drew retains or something like that. Just
not the same four guys. That's it. At the end of the day, it all goes on this.
And then Money in the Bank, somebody except those four mans need to win this thing and actually use it and win the title with it.
And if you do that, then the future is looking good. But yeah, literally like what we were saying, just don't have the same four guys and I think we're going to be okay. Like, that's all it boils down to, man. Like, let the younger generation have their chance to, like, Roman, CM Punk, Drew, like, you guys had your runs. Like, CM Punk, you had a full career. Love that you came back. It was necessary at the time. Same with Seth, same with everyone. Just let some, Cody, you especially, finish your damn story. You're good. Over, you don't need to touch it anymore. All right, let someone else, start losing. Let them get over. And let's get to the next generation.
I'm just ready for the next generation. Get to the next generation. That's all I was mad. Like, that's all I'm pretty much just pushing for nowadays because it's not even like I love CM Punk. I love these guys, bro. Like CM Punk is one of my tops of all time. But I just need because I'm just getting worried now, bro. Like when these guys retire, like no one's gonna give a shit because we're not building up the younger guys.
And it's also like and again, it's like goes back to the point. Like you're wasting their primes. Like I don't want to see these guys like Braun Breaker and stuff when he can't even perform a spear anymore. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to see him like how I got to see Cena, like how I got to see Shawn Michaels, Triple H, like when they were in their primes. That's when I got to see these matches. Not like when they're like halfway
for example, Braun is 28, bro. This guy is literally in his athletic prime. We can't be wasting this with nonsense feuds. We need to he should have won the Royal Rumble just to begin with, right? Okay, now that you messed it up, have this guy win the Elimination Chamber. I'm so tired of Triple H running back the same mass vigilante gimmick every 6 months when he's running out of ideas to do it. Like this guy got one thing in his bag, bro. We don't need this. We just need new stars. Oba had a good showing. He should have been the one to eliminate Brock Lesnar. I don't know why Brock Lesnar eliminated him, but okay, interesting choice there. But
again, same point of same point.
And then Brock Lesnar. I don't want to see that guy ever near a title ever again.
Why are we doing that? Like, why can't Obi eliminate Lesnar? Or at least let him beat Lesnar now, because I don't know what else are we gonna go on and have him lose to him now and do what? And do what again? Kill another young talent.
Bro, they need to have, and I'm not talking about no Jey Uso as young talent. Okay, that's done. That's dead in the water. That's gone, bro. Okay, we need to start putting over these younger talents. We need to start getting again the new generation going here and going forward. I hope to God that we get something here. I'm hoping this year of WWE is going up. It's starting off a little bit rocky. But I might be back in 6 months after the Money in the Bank telling you it's cooked. Yeah. it's cooked.
And if anything, I guess we'll see The Rock return and finish his story in a year.
Because he got to finish his story, bro.
Exactly. But anyways, that is Take 5. We will see y'all in the next one. Peace.